Hello, welcome back everybody. Those that have stayed on, apologies for the incidents and the timing that we've had with the comms today, but I'm here, BHA Firefish, and I'm just in time for this race ahead for the F4 division. And yeah, this should be an interesting one. I've literally only just jumped in, so you're gonna have to bear with me as we take us through, but let me quickly go through the grid from bottom to top. So we got Dark Shadow in the Alfa Romeo is starting 17th, with Brick Grit in 16th, Skull Kid in 15th in the Alpine, Diverse Jamie in 14th in the Williams, followed by Stars Orphan down in 13th in the Red Bull. Mr. Adam Moore is next with Ferrari. J.R. Bradshaw in 11th in the AlphaTauri there. Mercedes of Emotive Carrot is in 10th place. Old Manzi, our championship leader, I believe, going into this race. I'll go over the standings in between the sprint and the feature, so correct me if I'm wrong. But Old Manzi's in 9th, with Penrose in 8th. Mr. Kennedy is 7th in the Aston, with MT the Mighty 6th in the Mercedes. And in our top 5, Daniel P45 in the Haas. Immortal is in 4th place in the McLaren. 3rd is Gravedigger in the Aston. Mr. Neon is 2nd. And Quick Mick is 1st in the Alpine. Right, let us get through this sprint race. 12 laps ahead of us. And let's hope we can have a good race. As you can see on the tyres, we've got MT, Manzi, Skull Kid and Dark Shadow all on the soft tyres as we get ready for 5 red lights, and it's lights out and away we go in Mexico. And it's a good decent start from Quick Mick, and Gravedigger's trying to get involved, but Mr. Neon is trying to go right round the outside. And meanwhile, in behind Gravedigger, in comes Immortal, flying into turn 1, side by side with Daniel. On board of Gravedigger as try to go through the first corner. Few guys slow at the back, but we're okay. Immortal trying to sneak up on the inside of there's 4 wide nearly between the two Astons. Mr. Kennedy trying to get involved now, and you got the Haas of Daniel. Meanwhile, Old Manzi's had made 3 positions off the start, so fantastic for him. But of course, he's on the soft tyres for this race, but a good start for Old Manzi. Once again, because I'm just by myself, you're going to have to bear with if I miss a few things. But as we go through the opening few corners, it's still Quick Mick in the lead, ahead of Mr. Neon, just about. Then a bit of a gap to Gravedigger because they all started squabbling for third place. Then you got Immortal, Daniel, Old Manzi making those positions, as I mentioned. Mr. Kennedy, Penrose, Mighty's dropped back to 9th. Adam Moore's got up a few positions to the top 10 now. Got Carrot, Bradshaw, Dark Shadow. Just checking if there's any damage or anything like that. Orphan is dropped a few positions, and Adam Moore is in the pits. Unfortunately, he did have wing damage. Must have missed that. That's a shame for him. And he's in the pits, and he'll be maybe starting at the back of the grid for the feature race unless we have a late safety car. But it's these two that are pulled away, Mr. Neon and Quick Mick. And I have watched F4, so I am very familiar with many of the drivers here and the situation. But again, I'll go over the championship standings as we get ready for the feature race. But for now, we're all in a sprint. Mind myself with the tyres. Yeah, you got Old Manzi on those soft tyres. Made the gains, which is good. But we found it obviously earlier this week with the tyres. As Mr. Kennedy, I missed that. What's happened to Mr. Kennedy? Can I see him? Where's he gone? Oh, straight off in the middle sector. We've got a virtual safety car. Must have got caught on the curb. And we're showing some good early pace from Mr. Kennedy in the Aston, but he is out on the spot. And thankfully nobody else caught him. Also, unfortunately for Mr. Adam Moore, it's only a virtual safety car, despite the car in the middle of the track. Never mind. We move on. Dark Shadow's made a good position, up 7 places from the start. It's a great start from him. He's putting that qualifying behind him. We're still on the virtual safety car. It's a non-virtual safety car, actually. Mr. Neon's a great digger. So the top 5 stayed where they are, despite all the squabbling going on, with like 4 wide going into turn 4. Old Manzi made a good start. Mighty dropped down a few positions as we are back under racing once again. Who is the closest? The kind of diverse Jamie right behind Bradshaw. Bit cloudy. It doesn't look like there's going to be rain to the end of this sprint race anyway. And those that are unfamiliar with the format this week, obviously a sprint round, so we got our shorter race right now for 12 laps. That sets the grid for the longer 50% race. Will be coming up straight afterwards. Oh, Manzi again using that overtake. And Daniel ahead of him has unfortunately left the session. I'm going to have to very quickly get him back in. So apologies for this. I'm going to have to do this very, very quickly. And unfortunately as well, he's going to drop way, way back. So that drops that battle down. And Jamie is trying to go on the outside of Bradshaw and does though. Sweeps around the outside of the turn 1 and takes 11th place. So good move from Jamie. He's past Adam Moore with the fastest lap, but he's in clean air. And again, he really needs a safety car to jump back. And these two are now 3 seconds ahead of Gravedigger. They're definitely showing their pace very early on tonight. But it's Quick Mick that is just about holding off the Haas driver, Mr. Neon. Got Gravedigger in 3rd, Immortal in 4th, Old Manzi. Right behind you got Penrose. Following him, I think Daniel's back in, which is good. He only lost a couple of positions, which you won't be happy with, but at least he's not lost too much. See who we have. We've got Bradshaw still. All temps. Not too many battles going on, but I'll try and keep up with what we have, as Penrose is now behind Ormond. He's in the slipstream and the DRS. And he's going to move by him. The DRS is so strong around Mexico. And he is through. And the problem with Old Manzi soft tyres is they're going to start fading away. Even with that virtual safety car period, where he's able to cool them down, they're going to only drop off a little bit each lap from now until the end. Mediums really should be the way to go, but as long as he can stay where he is, Old Manzi, 6th place, then he's gained a few positions to make the next race a little bit easier. Got Dark Shadow closest on track. Really, it's the 2 leaders at the moment, Mick and Neon. Still Quick Mick holding off Neon at arm's length. Bradshaw right behind Diverse Jamie. So Jamie overtook Bradshaw a couple of laps ago, but Jamie can't shake off Bradshaw. Bradshaw still wants this battle. Get a little bit of DRS down into the stadium section, but that main straight is the big overtaking opportunity. Penrose was the fastest lap of the race. He's actually on the back of Immortal potentially. In fact, Immortal is going to fly by Gravedigger. Look at that overspeed already before the braking zone. That is Immortal past Gravedigger. Can Penrose get the exit off of turn 4? Turn 4? No, that's turn 3, sorry. There's Penrose all over the back of Gravedigger. Being passed by Immortal. Immortal's up into 3rd place. He's only got 6 laps left, so I don't know whether Immortal could start catching the top 2, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that gap. Gravedigger didn't go through the middle sector very well, at least compared to Penrose, and Penrose is probably not close enough for lunge, but Gravedigger's still defending. The second time penalties for Skull Kid and Mighty. Gravedigger got caught on the curb. This is going to be a problem for him. 30% ERS compared to 40. This is Penrose's opportunity. Meanwhile, I think Mr. Neon is going for the lead. Yes, he is. Round the outside of Quick Mick. They're going to be side by side through turn 1 and again through turn 2. Just about giving each other enough room. Oh, I'd say that. Quick Mick gives a little bit of a nudge to Neon as Skull Kid retires in the pit lane while this is going on. Neon's coming back at him. Sorry about the Penrose did get by Gravedigger in the end. I had to go into the battle for the lead. I'm all good, Invade. I know you've had your race, so if you wanna relax, I'm good by myself. Thanks for the offer though. I'm alright. Safety car I believe is on. We only had that crash in with the Aston earlier. I mean, I can check very quickly, but obviously I don't want to go off the battle. Yeah, I'm good by myself, Invade. You have your rest. Thank you though. Thank you though. I mean, like that. Oh, Mick has run out of ERS. Look, he's already flashing. He's down to 5%. And here comes Neon. Right on the outside. That is a horrible camera angle at the end of turn 1. You've got in broadcast. Quick Mick is still not done with this because he's still got 4 laps to go. Yeah, still got a few laps to go. So as long as he starts saving ERS, let it back up a little bit, re-attack. As long as he doesn't fall away, battle for the lead surely would still be on. Have a quick look everywhere else. You got Immortal in third. Penrose latched on the back of him. Penrose has made 4 positions from the start, which is good for him. Good work. Got Gravedigger in 5th. And the Aston just be rather content. I know he started 3rd, but still hanging in there. Daniel's up to 6th with Old Man's, you remember on those soft tyres, starting to drop away a little bit. Got Mighty in 8th, Dark Shadow. Jamie's out. Jamie's out for the middle sector. Safety car. Late drama in the sprint race. And the top 2 cannot relax. Well, there's your answer, Nancy. It was on. Now, is anybody got a pit? Penrose is in for soft tyres. I think we saw this in Division 3, actually. We saw a very, very late safety car, which people were pitting for soft tyres. Problem is with soft tyres, and the fact that everyone saves ERS, they don't really affect too much. But Old Manzy's done the call, I think. There's the tyres. There they are. Yeah, Old Manzy's on the call. MT Mighty's on the call. Brick Grip's on the call. Those guys, yeah, it kind of makes sense because Adam Moore's in as well. I think Adam Moore should have stayed out. Would have gained a couple of positions, although, actually no, to be fair, only gained 1 position. So, yeah, I'm with you, Nazri. I mean, I saw this in was Div 3 that did this. So, and Penrose as well. See, Penrose had made good gains, and he's just gifted away those gains. The 10th place because he was in 6th, I think, before he pitted. So yeah, he's gonna come back. The problem with safety car is that everyone saves now ERS. So everyone is kind of, yeah, he's P4. Yeah, so even worse. So yeah, he's dropped down to 10th. He's going to be in that traffic. Yeah, he's going to be quicker, but he's got to filter his way through that traffic. Same with Old Manzy as well. I mean, the soft tyres are quick. Don't get me wrong. Compared to 8, 9, 10 lap mediums, they're really good, but they're not going to have a lot of time to come back, so still at least another lap. So it'll be 2 laps left of racing to go. Okay, this is why you don't retire. Because the safety car now, you'll be back in it. Going free place, but should have went on medium. Yeah. I mean, mediums are definitely the way to go from the start in a sprint race. Saw this from Division 1. But you still got the main race. You still got the main race, Skull Kids, so that's where the main points are at. Good to see we're getting a few viewers back. We've got 11 at the moment. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for those that stayed from the bit. Obviously, while we've got some time to mull over, I might as well mention this. Obviously, I'm not the head of comms. Wee Biscuits is, but I hope I'm okay. Obviously, saying this. Obviously, it's a difficult situation with, commentary. I myself didn't want to, because I just wanted a rest, just a break. Because I did Div 1, had my own race, I did Div 3, and just needed some relaxation by myself. So the reason why I wasn't available straight away, it's not normally my day. It is a hobby after all. So just got to bear it in mind, and we will sort it for next week. This is just a little blip. And obviously thank you for Charismic for stepping in and giving us some footage of qualifying, even though there was no commentary from it. But yeah, do appreciate you, Charismic, if you're still there, or if you see this. Thank you, Nazri. Yeah. Problem is, I love this too much. You know what? Oh, Mick! Mick, what have you done? 3-second time penalty is restart. That was a silly, silly one. That's gonna hurt him a lot. One of those unnecessary ones, although to be fair, who am I to say anything, because I get them a lot. That's not going to help in this battle. Meanwhile, Penrose has already made a move past Orphan, and Old Manzy's going past Orphan as well. I think Orphan may have let his teammate through just to not be in harm's way. Penrose is up there. Meanwhile, Bradshaw's going for a lunge on Carrot. Backed out of it, though. So, 3 seconds for quick minute. Let's bring up the penalties, as we have just 1.5 laps to go in this late drama safety car. It's all good. It's all good, Skull Kid. Just, you're learning still. We're going to start somewhere. Right, so the top 3 kind of pulled away. There's going to be no DRS down the main straight. 3 seconds for quick mid. That's going to drop him to maybe where Penrose is. Be a little bit higher than that. Here we go, final lap. And Quick Mick got a very good exit out of that last corner on Immortal. So Immortal's not going to be pressurizing. I think he may... Yeah, again with no DRS, it's strong. Quick Mick going for the lead. Maybe. Neon shouldn't really be under pressure because of that 3 second time penalty, but Quick Mick is showing he had the pace to win there. Now if I was Neon, I wouldn't fight this. But he's a racer, you want to keep on it. Let him go, you're good. Quick Mick going wide on the exit. It's good battling though. Neon risking it a little bit, but gets the lead back. I mean, all credit to him. I mean, the issue here is that if he fights it and Quick Mick doesn't back out of it, Immortal is here to gobble up. You know, we got Grey Digger and got Daniel still there. Dark Shadow 3 second time penalty as well. And here comes Mick again into the stadium section. Jesus. That was far too close. But as we come round the final 2 corners, Mr. Neon is going to take this sprint race. As long as he crosses the line. Yes, he does. Neon's going to cross the line. Grey Digger on the line, maybe. Oh, that was close. 0.06 of a second side by side between Grey Digger and Immortal. Look how close. That was how close it is. The wing on the exit from Gravedigger nearly snatching second place, but he will take third place. We'll run down the results in a bit. In the end, Quick Mix 3-second time penalty has dropped him down to fifth place, so it's actually reasonable. There's your point scorers. Neon will be on the pole position for the feature race in a bit, with Immortal in second place, Gravedigger third, Daniel in fourth place, Quick Mick to fifth, Penrose sixth, Old Manzi seventh, Dark Shadow eighth. Managed to pick up a point. I think he started from like 17th place, so really good race from Dark Shadow. And you got Bradshaw. Adamore actually recovered to 10th place, considering he was at the back of the field on that restart. So great from him. Brickgrit, Carrot, Orphan Mighty are your finishers. Jamie, Skull Kid, and Mr. Kennedy did not finish. Guess what? That's only part one of our entertainment here today. And yes, we have our main race, the 50% to go. What is going on with the football? See, that was my original plan today. I was going to keep an eye on the football, and it's interesting. Leon goal. Right, as I'm waiting here, let me bring up the standings. I did look at them earlier just out of curiosity, because they are updated. Because Onks and all those that run the website, and obviously once again thank you very much for them that make the website as it is. So let's go through the standings of Tier 4, because I could be completely wrong of who's top. I was wrong. Neon is top, 132 points, with Old Manzi 127, Quick Mick 124, Immortal 118. That is your championship battle going on at the moment. So Neon took a couple of steps further away from Old Manzi and Quick Mick there, so be very happy with that. If you can follow that up with a good feature race, then that would be very good for him as well. I think I remember Old Manzi was in the lead of the championship for a very long time. And obviously Quick Mick has come into it as well. Immortal was always there, very consistent in his results recently. Fifth place is Stars Orphan on 84 points, with Rogue on 80. Then you got Gravedigger on 78, Mr. Adamore on 65, MT the Mining on 65, and Kabuki on 58. That rounds out your top 10. You got Rage Quit on 50 points, Carrot on 40, Bradshaw on 29, and you've got Daniel on 17. So Daniel's doing well so far, considering his results, or his points so far. So Penrose as well. Well, I think Penrose is relatively recent. Got Diverse Jamie in 15 points, Skull Kid on 10, Brickgrit on 9, Mr. Kennedy is on 6 points, you've got Bradshaw on 4, and then we've got all the others on there. But once again, the website is the place to be if you want to look at those in depth. So, our main 50% race will be underway shortly. Mr. Neon on the pole. Going on the soft tyres will be interesting, same as Immortal. Now, you can do soft tyres to medium tyres. We've seen that kind of work in the other races this week, but really it should be medium to hard or hard medium. That's the kind of safe option. But yeah, if you want to be aggressive, start on the soft tyres. I mean, if Dark Shadow stays on those soft tyres compared to everyone else in front of him, he's got to be at least 4th or 5th, I would say, by lap 3 or 4. If you start on the softs, you either need to be leading or you need to make gains from where you start, basically. You've got to use that grip that you've got, because after about 6-7 laps, that extra grip starts to really, really fade away. By lap 10, then doing hards like normal, then if late, safety car will go soft. Good idea, Skull Kids. I'd also say that's good as well, because obviously you'll have the mediums at the end. The tyres normally burn up as well, so there's that. So yeah, faster compound, fresher tyres at the end are almost unbeatable. But obviously good luck with Skull Kid with your race. But let us take you through the grid top to bottom this time. We can give you the tyre rundown. So the top 5 all are mediums now. Neon and Immortal decided to throw us a little curveball, but I can see that coming from a mile away. So Mr. Neon, with that sprint race victory in the Haas, will start on the pole position. Immortal is second in the McLaren. Gained that from obviously quick mix penalty and a few good overtakes. He's now on the front row. Can he go for the victory? Gravedigger is third place in the Aston Martin, with Daniel P45 in 4th place. Hopefully he can get some good results here and get some more points on the board. Quick Mick, your championship leader. Not championship leader, sorry. Mr. Neon is. I'm confused between the two. But Quick Mick in the Alpine had that 3-second time penalty, so he has the pace to be the front two. Can he recover to start his battle once again with Mr. Neon? Then you got 2 drivers on the hard tyres, Penrose and Old Manzi. Penrose 6th, Old Manzi 7th. Dark Shadow has stuck with his soft tyres, so he's going to have to make those gains now. He started in 8th place in the Alfa Romeo after a great sprint race to recover his qualifying. Bradshaw is 9th in the AlphaTauri, with Adam Moore rounding up your top 10 on the hard tyres. Remember, Adam Moore had that wing change early on in the sprint race, fell to the back of the field, had that late safety car, came back, and he's up there in 10th place. So a great recovery for him. Rick Grit's 11th on the mediums, with Emotive Car also on the mediums and the Mercedes in 12th. And then you got the bottom 5 all in the hard tyres. Orphan 13th in the Red Bull. MT the Mighty 14th in the Mercedes. Diverse Jamie 15th in the Williams. Skull Kid in the Alpine. And Mr. Kennedy in the Aston Martin. Remember, Mr. Kennedy had decent pace. Unfortunately crashed out in the middle sector. I have a gulp, a tea, that again are very rushedly made. It's a very nice cup of tea. What I do to keep my voice hydrated as we go for 4, 5 red lights for the feature race in Mexico. And right side away we go. It's a good start for Neon. Slightly bogged down by Immortal, but Quickmit's had a really good start. They head down into turn 1. There's 3, 4 wide, I think, in the midfield as we all start to adjust. I think Neon's going to retain the lead. He does. Immortal and Quick Mick going side by side. Trying to see if we all get through. I think we have another clean start from Division 4. Fantastic stuff. There goes Quick Mick. Oh, is he already burning the ERS? Was looking for the right hand side. Had to back out of it, because there wasn't the gap there. There's an Alpine going a little bit wide. That Skull Kid having a good start. Up 3 positions. You see a lovely shot as they go through the first few corners, but it's Neon that retains the lead. Gravedigger moves by Immortal. Quick Mick and Penrose got by Daniel, so they all go sweeping through the middle sector. Adam Moore made a few positions. Mighty up 2. Gold Kid up 3. Mr. Kennedy up 3 as well. Unfortunately, Orphan, my normal co-comp for Tier 3, has had a bit of a spin, I think. And he's got wing damage as well, so Orphan has had a rough start. Anybody else with wing damage? Yes, Diverse Jamie as well. Maybe a couple of others as we end the first lap. Let's see who dives into the pits, and that's the problem. Near the back of the grid, and a very close grid at that. As, whoa, Shadow and Adam Moore doing a little dance down the main straight, by the looks of it. Adam Moore has fallen behind Dark Shadow, but that's perfectly fine, because Dark Shadow is on those soft tyres. Actually lost a position off the start. Really, again, needs to make those gains on the softs. Continue one on Gravedigger's latched onto the back of Mr. Neon. Burned a bit of ERS, actually they both have, to try and gain away. And look at behind Penrose now as well. A bit of a train going on by the looks of it. Go back onto the tyres. Yeah, Quick Mick is that an Immortal train, or is that a Penrose train? A Quick Mick, Jesus. Straight over. Dark Shadow already with a penalty on lap 2. That doesn't bode well. Trying to be aggressive, but take it from me, they start racking up if you're too aggressive on those track limits. Already on lap 3. In with the fastest lap. Broken DRS just. Quick pick those on the back of Immortal. Quick pick putting that penalty to one side, but doesn't have the best straight line speed, and Immortal was going to have it, but Quick Mick late on the brakes. Gonna go side by side. Oof. Immortal just about gets edged out as Dark Shadow's got by Old Manzi. Or no, he's fighting Old Manzi. Yeah, needs to really start doing it. No, that's the move. But no, he's kind of need to really make those moves that kind of go right in there. Really, be more aggressive. Not, not aggressive to the point where you're pushing the drivers off, but he needs to more committed with the overtakes than an 8th. Yeah, was for Penrose. Dark Shadow, another time penalty. That's 6 seconds already on lap 3. That's not good at all. I mean, again, it's rich coming from me because I get a load myself, but have a look. Seems to be a bit of a train going on behind Old Manzi. Struggling, I think, in this early stage. Here comes Dark Shadow. That is through into 7th place. Meanwhile, Penrose has just gone by Daniel. So Penrose is back up to 5th. On the hard tyres as well, so Penrose is doing nice on those hards. Mixing it in with a couple of the medium tyre runners, which is quite impressive. Right, so lap 4. Neon in the lead. Just about broken that 1 second. He's 1.1, just about edging away from Gravedigger. ERS is... Gravedigger's slightly less. Quick Mick has kind of settled down into 3rd place, with Immortal still in DRS though. DRS is so powerful around him. Without it, you're almost going nowhere. It's so strong. So Penrose and Daniel having a little battle there. Dark Shadow has got by Old Manzi. He's not really breaking the ERS though on him. DRS, should I say. You've got Old Manzi, Adam Orr, Carrot, Mighty, Bradshaw, and Mr. Kennedy, all kind of a little train here. Behind them we got Skull Kid and Brick Grip, but hanging on, and then obviously Diverse Jamie and Orphan need the safety car to really come back in this. Daniel does a little bit of DRS work on Penrose. Side by side between Carrot and Adam Moore. Carrot trying to go on the outside of Adam Moore. On board of his teammate Mighty. Carrot goes wide on the exit. This will be a chance back for Adam Moore potentially. A bit of a lunge down into turn 4, I think. Carrot gave him the room. Oh, Adam. Mighty was there. I mean, Mighty kind of stuck it up on the inside. I don't think Adam Moore knew he was there. Bit of a 6 of one, half dozen of the other, I think. Either way, Mighty loses a couple of positions. I wonder if Penrose and Daniel are trying to use the DRS to catch back up. As Penrose is going to DRS back ahead of Daniel now on this main straight. On lap 6. 36 lap race. Well, Immortal, is he going to be close enough for DRS? Not going 100% on it. Mick is already down to 6% on his battery, so that's not great. Already flashing the red light on lap 6. It's very difficult to get your battery back, especially if you overuse it. Just kind of Settling down into groups now. Groups of battles. Already Dark Shadow seems to be... He's all over the place. Look at that. Power sliding his way. Return 5. That rear end of that car keeps to be snapping out. See through the middle sector. Oh, Orphan. Not Orphan, not Manzi, sorry. That going to be under pressure from Carrot. Carrot didn't get a good exit. This is the problem sometimes with this track, is the tyres really burn up. And you can see the rear end. The back of that Red Bull. Let me go on the power. Carrot's under pressure from Bradshaw behind. And again, you got that train. All towards the back end of the points. Meanwhile, Immortal, rinse and repeat basically, the DRS. Got by Quick Mick, and he's still back at Gravedigger. Penrose now, maybe they're not working together. I thought they were. But they're very, very close to turn 2 and 3. Yeah, maybe they're they're battling. They are definitely battling. Penrose giving a bit of a squeeze to Daniel, but Daniel's still there. Now he backs out of it. Orphan fastest lap at 20.4. Compared to... I mean, yeah, it's faster than pretty much everybody. By a long way. Problem he's got is he's 22 seconds behind anybody else. Definitely needs a safety car or something. We saw that in the sprint race, how easy it can come out. It's definitely there. So the problem is now, Gravedigger, because he's focusing on Immortal and Quick Mick, allowing Mr. Neon to just edge away a little bit. These three have got to be careful if they... I mean, I like the battling, the entertainment, as Mick is fully alongside it, but again, look at this battery, it's completely down. Immortal uses a heck of a lot of it because he's not focusing on Mick, he's focusing on flying by Gravedigger. Gravedigger, I think, has a very high error, I think. Because every time it goes to a straight, I mean, the DRS is powerful, and he's got a very loose exit through the first couple of corners, and Mick is going to swallow that up. So he's now into third place. Dark Shadow, again, time penalty. 9 seconds, stop it. Oof. I mean, again, like he's saying, stop it. At least it's easy for me. But that is racking up far too quickly. Needs to rein it in a little bit. In 8th place, not really made. Again, look how loose that car is. No wonder he's got the track limit problems. Yeah, oh, dude, goodness me. Again, that's probably another warning. Either the tyres are burned up, or it's got a very, very low wing. Because look at that. Oh, and he's lost it. He's lost it. Carrot nearly loses it. Shadow in the wall. Oh, Shadow's lost his front wing. And now he's definitely in the pits. That is such a shame, because he had a really good sprint race, a really good recovery anyway. And the feature, the soft tyres, hasn't worked, and now going to make an extra stop. Right. Lap 9, Mr. Kennedy, right behind Carrot. Oh, sweeps around the outside of Carrot. So Kennedy is now up to 9th place. So position change. We've made the well, it is Mr. Kennedy. Up from the back of the grid, the very back of the grid, is up 8 places to 9th. A good start for him. Both Mercedes made a couple of gains. Mick is up 2. Skull Kid is up 2. Unfortunately, the biggest loser out of all that is Dark Shadow. As we have a yellow flag. Empty the Mighty. Safety car. Middle sector. He's just gone. Has he lost it? Oh, I was going to say, how's he lost it? But it's probably the curb on the right. We'll see with Jamie. He's probably caught That curb there on the left? Where was this car? I think it was there. It was there. That's a interesting one. But anyway, Daniel is staying out, interestingly. Everybody else is pitting, apart from Adam Moore. Adam Moore's going to go up to fourth. So Neon pits, Immortal pits, Mick pits, Greydigger pits. That's relatively simple enough. That's hard tires to the end. Should be fine. Penrose 26 lap mediums. Okay. Old Manty as well. Okay. That'll be interesting to see. Mr. Kennedy as well. So if you're on the hard tyres, that should be easy enough. Odd how Daniel has not pitted. Although, could have been because his teammate has, but he's now going to be very much out of sync. Maybe he just wants the fresher tyres at the end, but see whether that works. But drama once again at more or less the same time as when we had the sprint race. It was lap 9. Safety car comes out. We get it again in the feature race, but this time we've got more time to see how these strategies are going to work. Oh, Liverpool have taken the lead. Nice. 5 shots, my god. Chelsea 2, Man United 2. Good stuff going on in the football. Hopefully everybody has had a good week with their races. I had a good week. Decent points. We head to France next time out. Another place where track limits could decide a thing. Apart from... Oh, and Dark Shadows. Left it. Although... I think he's retired permanently there. That's the same for Dark Shadow. Yeah, track limits haven't been that much of a problem. I think there's been a lot of people that have got penalties. He's been okay. Yeah, there's been a lot of people that's had penalties, but not stacked them up, if that makes any sense. There's only been like 3 6s, maybe a couple of 9s in there. I mean, in my eyes, that's quite low. I thought there'd be, a fair load on like 6 9s, maybe even 12s, but yeah, could be these cars, could be track maybe ever so slightly wider. I think this middle sector is slightly wider than the last game, or maybe it's just easier to drive. I don't know. But yeah, we head to France next week. Hungary after that. Hungary will be quite interesting for this these divisions. And then we got Brazil. Legendary Brazil, Sao Paulo. And then we got one of the modern tracks, Jeddah. Could prove a very big drama. Actually, the Jeddah races are either going to be very quiet or very chaotic. And so we got safety car in this lap. And then we end the season with Miami and 100% Spain to finish it all off. This division will have the last race of this game. As we get ready for the restart, once again, very, very, very late from Neon. I don't think he's done his teammate any favours at all, because here comes Immortal to go 3 wide. You got the Ferrari as well. What are we doing? We're doing this, aren't we? Yes, we are. We're going 2 by 3. Can't make it 5 wide. The track's... No, Immortal's off! I didn't see Immortal. Was there contact? Probably. But, that late restart for Daniel, I don't think, well, it's now helped his teammate, but I don't think it was intentional. And now he's the cork in the bottle. His teammate is flying away. Quick Mick now is the nearest challenger. After Immortal, I don't know whether there was contact or he hit the grass or anything, but Immortal's down. Still going. But you can see the grip difference Quick Mick has, and he really needs to get by Daniel. This is going to be... Oh, that's going to be risky. Oh, pushes Daniel. Daniel's still there, though. No. Oh. But you can see, yeah, Neon has disappeared. He's 3 seconds up the road already. Daniel really almost sacrificing his own race as Diverse Jamie has a bit of a spin in the stadium. And yeah, Mick cannot get by Daniel. But he's gotta. Right, this race is going to unravel for him, or at least winning it. We got Penrose still there, Gravedigger. Adam Moore again, there was another one who didn't pit. Still hanging on in 6th. We got Omanzi 7th, Kennedy there in 8th. As Quick Mick has finally got by Daniel. I go off this battle and it changes. But I think the damage may be done because Neon is 3 seconds up the road and has got way more ERS than Mick has. So I know it's only lap 13, we're not even halfway, but if he can maintain that gap, Mr. Neon, then could be interesting. The next sort of, goodness me, look at the difference. Penrose is going to go around the outside in the stadium section. This is going to be a bit brave, but he's got the racing line. Yep. Around the outside. Nice move there from Penrose. And this is the difference. You think it isn't too much, but you can see, look at that, the grip, the traction, everything. It's just a sitting duck. Here comes Gravedigger. Doesn't have the legs actually in that Aston Martin, and old Manzi might be looking at it. Meanwhile, there's a separate kind of train going on. Old Manzi's not going to make it 3 wide potentially. It's Gravedigger, all the rubber tyres, and again, oh no! Gravedigger spinning. Oh, that was all too close for comfort. They were rubbed the tyres 2-3 times, and that was too much. So Immortal spun at that corner. Gravedigger spinning in that corner. Daniel nearly losing it on that on there, and it's all unraveling. Well, old Manzi's up to 4th, benefited from all that. Yeah, he's just falling down. Quick Mick with a time penalty. I did see him go wide at a few corners, so look at that. Look at this. All the way down into... Oh, again, that's going to be a good risk. Daniel's still there, though. Oh, but much later on the brakes. Again, everything you just have in abundance. Problem is for Daniel. Again, he's basically sacrificed his race so Neon could get the gap. That's the way I see it. I could be wrong. That's just what I'm seeing here, because he's just hung himself out to dry. He's just dropping like a stone. On 14 lap mediums, which he's only got probably another, what, 3-4 laps out of? And he's got a pit, and he's going to be at the back of the grid, basically. Pressure tyres, yeah. As Immortal again with another spin. Immortal's race looked very promising. It's not over yet, but he's having some struggles in this part of the race now. So that gap in front was 3 seconds, is now 2.8, 2.7. Again, though, Neon has that ERS advantage over Mick. Might win out in the end. There's another yellow flag. Oh, is that Skull Kid? No. Virtual safety car. Front wing off for Skull Kid as well. So lost it in the middle sector. He'll be back in the pits. Keep going, Skull Kid, because you never know. Daniel's in, though, with that virtual safety car, and it's Adam. That's clever from those two. They're not going to lose too much with the pit stop. And it was clear that they had to at some point. So, hard tyres and mediums, respectively. So they are going to be at the back, but they won't lose as much time as they would have normally done. DRS is back enabled, and we're once again racing. So lap 16. Let's take you through a little bit as Immortal's in the pits as well. As the virtual safety car gets reset to green. So, oof, Immortal's race was battling with the leaders, and he's how many seconds off points? He's about 40 seconds off points. Still a long way to go, so got more than half of this race to go. Still time for another safety car, but be interesting. So Neon has now a 2-second gap after that virtual. Lost a little bit, but again, look at his DRS, 94%. Yellow flag. Jamie, safety car. As soon as I say it. Oh, Jamie in the wall. And now Immortal gets a little bit of recovery, as does Skull Kid. Is anybody going to pit now? Safety car. Well, safety. There is a safety car. Go around it. You have to go around it. There you go. I wonder if anybody's going to pit again. Skull Kid 3-second time on it. If I. Nah, they've only just pitted. It doesn't make any sense. But at least. If you feel some type of way, and it's not very positive. Mercedes Carrot nearly hit the safety car there. That would have been very interesting. Yeah, I mean the thing is, there's a saying about safety cars. Safety cars breed safety cars, basically. As soon as you get one, you then could get a second one very quickly because everyone's all bunched up. Once again, you lose heat in your tyres, etc. So that's why we've got like two very close to one another. Yeah, I'd agree. The S section is I mean, it's the same with every track, isn't it? The more you do it, and the 6th time it's just like, oh yeah, unlike what you did, just here's a 360. Yeah, I see. Actually, yeah, I see what you mean with that. I know. But Neon, soft tires for Neon. Okay, that's okay. It's very aggressive. It's unnecessarily aggressive because he had the track position, and also I'm unsure. Soft tires making the end. So safety car will be out for another 16 laps on the soft tires. That's... Ooh. That's... Okay. Okay. That's a baffling one. That's really baffling from Neon. Because it's now put him in potential risk as well. He's in traffic. Not saying the other drivers are traffic. You get what I mean. He basically's got to overtake. Rather than being, you know, can maintain the gap up front. Mick has that penalty as well. So, I mean, yeah, he could come back through. But I've seen so many times when you're comfortably in the lead and you pit for, yes, the faster tyres. But it's the more risky option, that's all I'm saying with this. So, but let's see with Mr. Neon. He's dropped to 7th. I mean, no soft tire is going to be ridiculous on the restart. First few laps as well. But let's see what happens. Right, so you've got Mick on the hard tyres in the lead. Has that penalty though. And he's now got the 3 medium tyre runners of Penrose, Manzi, Mr. Kennedy going to the end as well. And then you've got Carrot and Bradshaw, they're fine. Neon, going to be the one watching the restart, first few laps, under that restart as well, on the softs. You've got Brick Grip, 8th Gravedigger, now also has a little bit of a reprieve on that spin that he had earlier on, turned 2 or 3 I think it was. He's also going to the end, Orphan as well, in place. And you've got Daniel, who pitted recently. So he's easily going to the end of the tyres. He didn't need to worry about his tyres. 3-lap hards, they'd be easily fine. Same with Adam Moore, Skull Kid, also on mediums. And you've got Immortal, also on soft tyres, and he's already been on those soft tyres. So, interesting call from him, because he could have pitted again to maybe be on some safer tyres to get to the end, but he just wants to gain some positions, because recover something, because had a difficult second half to this race, to say the least. We should have safety car in this lap. And we're going to have 16 laps of racing after this, so... Hang on. Oh, goodness. Right, hopefully the crackling would have stopped. Happens every now and again. Take my headset out and put it back in and it should be fine. So, safety car restart, here we go. I'd imagine Penrose will want a gap or get by Quick Mick and then start getting a gap on Old Manzi now as we're under the restart. Away we go. Neon is going to be already on the back of Bradshaw. We go, soft tyres and plenty as they all go boring into the first couple of corners. Penrose is all over the back of Quick Mick. Quick Mick did not really get that restart that he wanted to. It's going to be hard on those hard tyres though. Yeah, Dano in the chat cheering on the Red Bull. You've got one in third place as Neon has just got by Carrot, so he is using those to effect. Next target, which he's already on the back of, is Mr. Kennedy. You have to back out of Orphan. Now this is expected in the early going of this restart. You can see how much grip he's got. It's ridiculous. He's got so much EOS to play with as well. That's an aggressive move off the inside. He flings into 4th place. He goes. Daniel and Gravedigger going side by side. Once again, these two have already made contact into turn 1 and 2. And side by side, I think Gravedigger's just got by Daniel. Daniel on those fresher tyres, not making it work, and the car sliding all over the place. Did a lovely camera shot as Adam Moore is going to go by him. I need to go further up because Neon's already on his next target. Lord Manzi. And I'll get close enough for this opportunity. Kennedy still sticking there. Orphan with a bit of DRS usage. ERS usage, should I say. Right, so Neon has used that there, and he's managed to edge up on the inside of Ormanzi. Side by side. Ormanzi is he going to back out of it? I would. Yep. Oh, he's backed up too much though. Here comes Kennedy, side by side. Someone's going to have to back out of this. Kennedy does. Oh man, he's flinging sideways again. JD retire. JD. Oh, is that Immortal again? Oh. ERS enabled. Virtual safety car. Oh. Immortal triggers at the virtual. I think Daniel's had a spin as well. Wind damages for him. Nothing's happened with Daniel. Skull Kid as well. Hope there wasn't contact between each other. Get back in, and Daniel's race is unraveling as well. Oh, you mean the streamer? As far as I'm aware, he's going to focus on his own channel, or just taking a general sort of break, I think. You're going to have to ask him personally, to be honest. I don't know the full story. I'm sure he's around to do the streaming and that. Yeah, he's still racing. Yeah, I think he's just taking a general break. Right, lap 22. Still on the virtual safety car. It's not helping Mick really, because again the time penalty is going to drop him. Same as the sprint race really for Mick. Has the pace to win this, but unfortunately the time penalty he has is a big understeer moment for Penrose. Is going to be not good for him, because here comes Neon. They've gapped Old Manzi. Old Manzi got really caught out by that virtual safety car, but here comes Penrose, the lead of the race. Mick, oh, trying to still battle it. Neon is just waiting for this. Trying to go on the exit. Penrose seemed to get a good exit himself, and in comes Mick. Right hand side, and here comes Neon. Double overtake, potentially. Oh, get by Mick. Good move on Mick, and oh, he's trying to edge by Penrose. A lot of contact. As Skull Kid has called it an evening. That's fine, Skull Kid. Put it to one side. You got France next week. So Neon, as I expected with these soft tyres, is absolutely flying. Look at the over and under on Penrose. Penrose has got no response. The Neon now has the lead. So, and now, he's got to maintain that lead. Remember, these tyres are going to go to the end of the race, potentially. I'd imagine he should. I don't think he would pit again. But to the end of the race, that's going to be 18 laps on soft tyres. That's a bit of a push. See if he can work a potential. He's already used his DRS as well. There's an AI car. Oh. Not ghosting either. That's Skull Kid's car. He's not in control of that. Hopefully it won't cause any problems, but that's not very good. Didn't seem to be ghosting. Are you saying that am I a new comms person? ETV, Leo, Coco PC. Am I a new comms person, or is I'm confused what the question is. Anyway, lap 24 of 36. Virginia. Before I lost everything, I had nowhere to go. 2 cars around the bunch from tight ref. Right. Happens, Skull Kid. Again, let's put this race to one side. You got France next. Get some practice if you can. Just go and reset again. That's also Neon has already got like a 2-second gap. As old Manzi's going to get by old Kennedy. Old Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy. Manzi back into 4th place. Now I'm going to have Bradshaw in the back of Kennedy. I'm definitely still wary about Neon soft tyres, whether they would last to the end. I they might last, I just don't think they're going to be very good. Last few laps for him. Currently got 2.6 seconds. Ed Kennedy's not out of this battle with Old Manzi, especially if Old Manzi has that middle sector like that. And the rear end of that Red Bull is very, very loose. Oh. A warning, surely for old Kennedy. No, I keep killing him, old Kennedy. No. Now Bradshaw's going to be all over the back of the Aston after a very difficult few corners there. Got DRS, but not much of the battery, but neither does Kennedy. So Bradshaw doesn't have the legs. Now for Tari, this is going to be a lunge, but well, Kennedy very good on the brakes though. I thought Kennedy was going to overrun the corner. And Kennedy stays ahead. We've got 10 laps to go. Neon has a 3-second gap now. He is extending that gap. Penrose has 1.3 seconds over Mick. Then we got this battle for 4th. Manzi, Kennedy, Bradshaw. We've got Carrot in 7th, who's got Greydigger for company. Animal in 9th, and then just in the top 10 is Brickrit. It's got Immortal up behind him. We've got Starzorf in there as well in 12th. And Daniel, after that wing change, is 13th place. The closest battle, actually no, closest battle seems to be Immortal on the back of Brickrit here. It's for 10th place. Penalty wise, this is for position. They both have 3 seconds, and Immortal! Oh. Immortal's trying to edge by Brickrit. This is going to allow Orphan into this. Oh, please don't tell me that was wing damage for the pair of them. I think it might have been. That was just tyres completely gone. Wing damage for Immortal. Oh, just the tyres again. So he can only go 10 laps. So that's everything about the softs. Leon is not home and dry in this. May look like he's got it, but he's got to go another 9 laps on tyres that have already gone 9 laps. I'd even say also mediums for another 9. So that's 26 laps on the medium tyres. Even that's pushing it a little bit. So really, to be honest, the only ones I feel safe in the tyre scenario would be those on the hard tyres. Unless everyone is going to pit again, but we'll see. Maybe that might be the strategy. Hard tyres will be the safer, and that's a big slide for Kennedy. Bradshaw surely has this. And he's not burning his ERS too much. We can't really, he's only got 6%. A Carrot's in on 17 lap mediums. Oh, that is too late on the brakes from Kennedy, surely. Ugh. Surely from Bradshaw. Edges back through. Nice little battle going on. Just allowed old Manti to peek out a little bit. Out a gap, I mean, of course. Yeah, Quickmaker's doing well. P3 at the moment. Has a 3-second time penalty, but in a solid 3rd place. Penalties. Only got 3 seconds, but Adamore, Immortal, Brickrit, and Emotive Carrot also have that time penalty. Position change, Mr. Kennedy easily. The driver of the day so far, up 11 places from his start. And Neon is in the pits. I did think he wasn't going to make it. So Neon is in. Oh, and there's a spin. Spin for Bradshaw. Virtual safety car. And that's going to help a little bit with Neon's pit stop. As Gravedigger goes right through. So maybe there was another stop for everybody. So Neon has come out on a fresh set of soft tyres. So he's going double aggressive. It actually makes sense because soft tyres easily now. And that's a real shame for Bradshaw. He's going to drop all the way down. Moves Daniel up to 6th place. Meanwhile in all this, but he may need a bit again. His teammate ahead now doesn't need to. So maybe Neon has actually pulled off a masterstroke here. If these guys have to pit, hard to say. Oh, Gravedigger drive through. Speeding under the safety car. That's ruined Gravedigger's race. Gravedigger's out of it. Drive through is going to drop him way down. Ah. Right, so tyres. Are any of these four going to pit? Let's see what Penrose does. He's now in the lead. So if these four pit, Neon's won this. If they stay out, yeah, Penrose pits. Quickmick does not. I think Quickmick could be the only one. Safe to not pit. Old Manzy's in. Kennedy stays out. Yeah, they're going to drop behind Neon. Neon's absolutely flying. Virtual safety car as well. So he's going to benefit from this. Going to fly by Old Manzy and Penrose. So this is going to be all down to Mick. Because I don't think Kennedy's going to make it. This is all going to be down to Mick. If Mick wants to win this race, he has to stay out on 20 lap hard tyres against very fresh soft tyres of Neon. He's got 11 seconds in 6 laps. That's about 2 seconds a lap. He has that 3-second time penalty as well. That's the only way he's going to win this race. If he pits, again, Neon's won this. So let's see what happens. Greydigger right behind Old Manzy. Greydigger will have that drive through, which is a real shame. Let's see what Quickmick does. I would say for Quickmick to stay out. Go for it, because he's then got a further 9 seconds. Yeah, he's got to definitely try and stay. He's got a further 9 seconds back to Penrose. And this is the thing, if he pits, he's going to be behind Penrose as well. So, and maybe even behind Daniel. Daniel's quite close. Gap is now 9.3. If I keep it on leader just for a little bit, you'll see. So, because of that 3-second timer that he has, as Gravedigger is now in, and that's gonna really hurt. But Gravedigger is gonna drop him out the points. Stars off and fastest up of the race. Moves himself into 11th, and he's right behind Bradshaw. He can be close enough for a move potentially. Here he goes. And up the inside. Oh no! Oven cuts the corner. Gonna have to get the place back as well. Game's like, nah. 3-second time penalty for you. Parrot might be looking at this as well, right on the outside. Right then. Put it back to info. Neon is now right behind Kennedy. And this is the problem for Kennedy. He's definitely not making it to the end. He's on 21 lap old mediums. He's trying it. He's going to have nothing to defend against Mr. Neon. As Neon is now going to move in a second. He can start catching Quickmick. 8.1 seconds. He's still going to push. It's a second a lap he still needs to catch Mick by. There's 8 seconds time penalty as well. Daniel's also trying to stay out on the tyres. He's on 10 lap old softs. Should be fine. But compared to 2 laps Joe Manzi has, this is going to be the next battle. I'm keeping an eye on the time of the top 2, but look at that time closing down. Still think this is the right call for Mick. Because even if he gets passed by Neon, he'll have the gap on Kennedy, and I think he's got the gap on Penrose, where if he had pitted, he'll be behind. So, made the right call in the end. Don't think he's got enough on Neon. Really don't think he's got enough on Neon. Manzi, though, on the back of Daniel. Closest battle on track. Got the penalties now. There's the 3 seconds. So Bradshaw, at the moment, will get by Brick Grip for 9th. That'll be it so far. Yeah, apart from that, Neon needs to get within 3 seconds of Mick. It's now 5.8, 5.7. Here goes the move of Old Manzi. Line into 5th place for the Red Bull driver. I think if he stays there, I think he'll be relatively happy with this evening's work. Would have lost time on the top two, or lost points on the top two, but it's a reasonable effort, I think. Considering, I think he had a 9th or 10th place qualifying, so reasonable work. As Brick Grit's going to go on the outside of Bradshaw. Bradshaw gives him a nudge and says, nope, you're not doing that. Oh no, that is actually Bradshaw getting by Brick Grit, so it's around about the same, but yeah, Bradshaw has a penalty, so if Orphan wants to get on the point, for Red Bull needs to overtake Brick Grit, but he's got Carrot right behind. This is all for 1 point. And they've all got to be careful of Gravedigger, who's coming in. You know how quick Gravedigger is. Gap the top two, 3.8 seconds now. Neon just needs to find another second and he's got it. This is the battle raging for a point. 1 championship point this is. They've all got 3-second time penalties. This is Orphan on the back of Brick Grit. Carrot's looking at the pair of them. Meanwhile, Penrose has got Kennedy, I think, as Carrot trying to think of a move, but not close enough. Brick Grit just has a little bit more ERS. He needs to start using it. That's a battle that could rage on a little bit. Got Immortal on the back of Adam Moore, I think, as well for 7th. Tyre situation there. They're more or less the same. Gap of the top two. 3 seconds. I think Neon has this. Yeah, gap's gone within 3 seconds now, so lap and a half to go. The battle here, but this battle is definitely not over. Again though, as Immortal gets a 3-second time penalty, so his battle with Adam Moore has been ended unless Adam gets another one. In fact, Adam is right behind Daniel. Daniel's dropped off like a stone. Probably those tyres again. Once again, he's on tyres that he can't defend with. So Adam moves by, so Daniel has no time penalties, so as long as he stays within something, he'll get it. There's a 3 wide now between Carrot, Orphan and Brick Grit. Orphan trying to go around the outside, bit tyre bumping, but he's got it. Well, what's going to happen on the exit? He gets a much better exit than Brick Grit, actually. So good, rough and rugged pass. Problem is, though, Gravedigger has been catching them. Because he doesn't have any penalties, he might sneak the point. Look at him, he's 2.2 now. But Orphan might be quick enough to hold off Gravedigger. We go through the middle sector. The top two's gap, actually, it's gone to 2.5 seconds, but it's still not over. Neon has used a lot of ERS to try and catch it. Yeah. What is his tyres like? 7 laps. 2.2 is not going down as much anymore now. That's the end of it as the model gets by Daniel. As we're now on the last lap of the race. Quick Mick made the right decision in the end, staying out on those hard tyres. It will still earn him a place on the podium as long as he navigates these final 2 corners. You can see the car. That is on 26 lap hard tyres. They're probably right at the end of their lives. Well, you almost had a puncher for a second there. That left rear was vibrating. He is going to cross the line first. But Neon, with that double soft tyre strategy, has ended up making this work. So Quick Mick is going to cross the line. But it's Neon that's going to take both victories, the sprint and the feature race. He does it back to back. Penrose gets on the podium for third place with Mr. Kennedy going to come home in fourth. Old Manzi in fifth place. Immortal is just going to cross the line ahead of Animal, but Animal goes to sixth. No, he doesn't. Daniel goes to sixth. Bradshaw goes to eighth. So Animal 7th, Bradshaw 8th, Immortal 9th. Orphan managed to pull a long way ahead of Brick Grit and Gravedigger, but he manages to hold on to the point. So that's good for him to get something out of this race. And it's Mr. Neon that has taken both victories here today, the sprint and the feature, and in doing so taken a big chunk, 11-point chunk to his championship lead, and he's 21 points ahead of Old Manzi. This is the thing about the sprint and the feature race, you can gain so much on the championship. There's no more sprint races after this either, so good stuff. So across the event, Neon gets 33 points, Quick Mick with 22, then Penrose with 19 points, and you got Daniel, Old Manzi, Mr. Kennedy, Immortal had a very rough feature race. Should have been a lot higher, but just wrong place, wrong time. A couple of spins, just couldn't recover. Managed to get 2 points out of the feature race though. So there was that. Gravedigger again, very unlucky to get no points in the feature race. Adam Moore recovered in the sprint race to set himself up for 6 points there. Bradshaw with 4, Dark Shadow, and then Orphan with the point as the rest of that. There's, if I just scroll down for the results for the timings, everybody, yo. Alright, and obviously apologies for the stream and everything with that, but I promise you we will have everything sorted by next week. Whoever that is going to be another question, but yeah, I jumped in and it was a very good couple of races from F4. There's going to be no interviews, I'm afraid, because I need to jump straight off this race, so I do apologize for that, but I need to do a few things that I was meant to do before jumping in. But thank you for everybody that was watching, and we will see you for France next time out. And I promise you, fingers crossed, that the streamer situation will be sorted for F4. It will not be, completely forgotten about. It's just, wrong timing really with everybody, but yeah, we'll get it sorted. Trust us. So very well done for everybody who got onto the podiums. Once again, apologies for no interviews, but yeah, I've really got to shoot off. But thank you again for everyone watching. We will see you in France. Remember, Monday night for the F1 division, and we'll start us off F2 on the Tuesday, F3 on the Wednesday, and then be back this time next week for the F4 race. Yep, 8 o'clock for all of those. So good luck to everybody in France, and we will see you next time.